Hey, and welcome back to Emily's Adventure. Oh, this isn't working, is it? Plan B, right? Paddles. Woohoo! Still Stalker Month! And today I was going to review a film called May, but after watching it I concluded that the eponymous antihero wasn't quite stalker material. She just has a, charming fixation on other people's body parts. So instead, let's go back in time to the swinging 60s. Yeah, so everything's groovy, right? Oh, I guess not. Like most people my age, the first time I heard about Cape Fear, it was thanks to the similarly titled Simpsons episode. In fact, most of the classic movies I've watched have been thanks to The Simpsons. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? I mean, I learned about centrifugal force from the Beano, and other things taught me when I was younger. But I digress. Let us watch perhaps the most iconic stalker film of all time. The 1962 version. Universal Studios, let's sing it together. Dun 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 dun! Oh, well that's different. Just imagine if these guys had been around a few centuries ago. The film kicks off with a piece of music, which again sounds very familiar, but we mustn't dwell. And we get our first glimpse of this movie's stalker, Max Cady. You can tell he's an arsehole because he knocked over this lady's stack of books. And wait a minute, did he just break the fourth wall? Can he do that? Cady moseys on over to talk to Sam Bowden, who is a lawyer. Turns out he also helped to put Cady away for 8 years for some crime. We'll come back to that. Cady promises to be seeing Sam, and sure enough we watch him swing by later to watch Sam and his family. What a scumbag. Naturally, Sam isn't pleased about all of this.
There's an ex-convict in town, named Max Cady. Thanks. I think he's starting a war of nerves with me. I hope it's only that.
War of nerves. Don't you love how people used to talk back then? I miss it.
I'm gonna give you just 1 hour to get rid of your friends.
Are you trying to pick me up?
Yes.
Never mind. So Sam, along with his buddies in the police force, makes sure that Cady isn't doing anything illegal. And oddly enough, he's shown to be pretty cooperative, not even objecting to a strip search. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. But Sam knows that something weird is going on, even if he can't prove it. The family dog collapses unexpectedly and is found later to have consumed a lethal amount of strychnine.
My pulse will be quickening with each drop of strychnine we feed to a pigeon. It just takes a smidgen to poison a pigeon in the park.
Oh yeah, apt reference. Came out before the film. You can take that to the bank. Booyah! The police try to book Cady for something, anything, which prompts him to get his own lawyer.
My client does not want to make any trouble. He merely wants to put an end to this persecution.
I'm being treated like a criminal. Oh, wait.
Actually, I do agree with the whole innocent until proven guilty, trying not to damage the individual's reputation until this has happened, but this is a fictional universe we're talking about. And Cady's already a known criminal. And he's an arsehole.
Getting to be almost as juicy as your wife, ain't you?
You see? See? What a scumbag. Anyway, over time it becomes clear that Sam isn't going to be able to protect his family by playing fair. And together with his cop buddies and a private detective, he hatches a plan to catch Cady in the act of stalking the Bowden family and bring him to justice. I'd like to preface my review by saying that this is really one of those films that everybody should see at least once. So, be honest, have you seen it? Well, we've got a few hours, I can wait. Oh, green fly. Fine, I'll get on with it. It really is one of those films, though. Influential, you might say. Although Cape Fear 1962 does appear to pay homage to some earlier influential works. Ooh, someone's Hitchcock is showing. Ooh, that did not sound good. Yeah, so there's the whole black and white thing, the chilling music, the tension building. Of course, Hitchcock didn't own those elements, but still, he made them look good. It even turns out that the hotel where Max Cady attacks this woman is also Mother's house from Psycho. Notice how I said Cady attacked that woman, and then there was that crime 8 years ago that wasn't really specified in the film? Yeah, Cady's a rapist. They couldn't have explicitly stated this due to heavy censoring, but it ain't that hard to figure out. The film does say a great deal about the faults of the criminal justice system at the time, and some of these problems still exist despite changes in the law. On the subject of rape, Cady's victim elects not to give a statement, and the reasons she gives are fairly easy to understand. But what we're concerned with today is stalking. Let me read you a piece of testimony by a stalking victim, one Jane McAllister, given before the Judiciary Committee. The man violated almost every area of my life, but had broken no law. The police worked with me to prevent an assault, but in the final analysis said that there was nothing they could do until an assault occurred. Sounds spookily similar to the plot of this film, doesn't it? But that piece of testimony was given in the year 1990. In the absence of any form of anti-stalking law and legislation, victims such as Sam Bowden and his family found themselves in a pretty helpless situation. And I'd be very surprised if there was a film out there that demonstrated this any better. But still, in this film, Cady does come across as an unstoppable force of pure evil. Which, again, makes him more like a horror movie villain, in my humble. He even sits down and raps with Sam Bowden, not literally of course, and explains that his ultimate goal is to get revenge by going after Nancy. What a scumbag! Why doesn't Sam record this conversation? Oh yeah. So in case you hadn't guessed, Max Cady falls into the category of a resentful/predatory stalker, and actor Robert Mitchum really sells it.
You wanna play some ping pong?
And then towards the end it comes down to a matter of one-on-one fisticuffs, and this pro wrestling move gets invented. Then, given the chance to shoot and kill Cady, Sam restores the audience's faith in the criminal justice system by resolving to send him to prison, this time for life. Which is fine, you know, this man is clearly beyond reform and rehabilitation. And it's not like he could commit further crimes inside prison, and he wouldn't try and escape or anything, you know, it's all good, it's all good. So that was Cape Fear, a film that expertly captures the horrors associated with stalking. For that reason, I give this film 8 jam sandwiches out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio. I probably should have studied this instead of drama. Oh well.